as Jamaica wins another gold medal here in Grenada, and I think he is amazed by the time. We are waiting for it. I think it's a championship record. It is. Usain Bolt's 47.33 has been removed by Nicole Bramwell, and it's all happening here at the Kirani James Stadium.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Now, we know very well Jamaica is a country that has been blessed by legends. Newborns are being born. Whenever you look around, you see legends around. You realize whoever you have seated with is a legend, or if not legend, then in a few years will be a legend. Now, here comes a new legend in the name of Nicole Bramwell, who has made another history. He has broke the world record, which was made by Anthony Coz and Usain Bolt. Now, this young man has done the best. He needs to be told congratulations. Now, stay to this channel so that you may understand how Nicole Bramwell won this race and what is the message he is trying to tell to the entire team of sprinters globally. This where you can understand how the future is being shaped. Stay to this channel. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. I'll be coming back with more reaction and commentary. Thank you.
As I said earlier today, Christopher Taylor, another Jamaican, did go faster than 47.33, but that was when the category was under 18. There's the lineup: Cheslin Gordon of Trinidad and Tobago, Paul Henry, Jamaica, Caden Prasad of Guyana, Egan Neely of the Bahamas, Cameron Mathlin of Grenada, Nicole Bramwell, the defending champion from Jamaica, Shavonna Nixon of the Bahamas, and Aidan Moore of Barbados.
Fastest in qualifying was Mathlin from Grenada. The defending champion coming through with just the 5th fastest time, but coming through very, very comfortably in his heat. You see Mathlin there. The hopes of the nation on his shoulders.
On your mark.
There's the defending champion, Nicole Bramwell, goes in lane number 6. Has the kinesia tape on the right hamstring. That's been the bother for him in recent weeks. Final of the under-17 boys 400 meters. They await the command for a second time to hit their marks.
On your mark.
Gordon, Trinidad and Tobago, Henry, Jamaica, Prasad, Guyana, Neely, Bahamas, Mathlin, Grenada, Bramwell, defending champion, Jamaica, Nixon, Bahamas, and Moore, Barbados.
Despite the hamstring issues, Bramwell still ran 47.39, the second in the under-16 boys division at the Jamaican High School Championships. Away they go. Goes out a little bit quicker here, Nicole Bramwell, than he did in qualifying. Already surges by Nixon of the Bahamas on his outside, and the Jamaican goes flying down the backstretch. Nicole Bramwell in full flight here in the under-17 boys 400 final. His countryman Paul Henry is also running well and moving through in lane number 2. Under 200 meters to go. It's Bramwell with the advantage. If he can maintain this, this will be a race for the silver medal. The defending champion transitions down the home stretch. Paul Henry, his countryman, holding second. The Grenadian is coming forward. That's Mathlin. Bramwell defends his title and Mathlin gets silver.
Wow.
Nicole Bramwell had the field beat from the first 200 meters. Held on strongly down the home stretch. A terrific finish coming from Cameron Mathlin of Grenada to snatch the silver medal. It's joy for the home country. as Jamaica wins another gold medal here in Grenada, and I think he is amazed by the time. We are waiting for it. I think it's a championship record. It is. Usain Bolt's 47.33 has been removed by Nicole Bramwell, and it's all happening here at the Kirani James Stadium.
Amazing performance from that young man. We know he can go sub 47. Given what he's had to go through over the past couple of weeks in terms of trials, in terms of champs, we didn't know what he would be able to produce here. He's been struggling with injury, but he was able to produce the goods in front of the crowd here at the Kirani James Stadium, in a stadium named for a great champion, world and Olympic champion from Grenada. He was able to step up and take the gold medal. Egan Neely holds on for the bronze.
Well, let's have a look at the athletes from the first heat. Matt Hudson-Smith, by the way, the European champion and bronze medalist at the World Championships, goes in heat 4 for England. There's the lineup: Gelden Hayes of Namibia, Timbachi of Vanuatu, Anthony Cox of Jamaica, Solomon of Australia, Steve Solomon, watch him, Kumaraj of Sri Lanka, Desroy Jordan of St Vincent and the Grenadines, and Shay Lara of Trinidad and Tobago on the outside. So with only 3 non-automatic qualifier spots, that's make the first 3 or you're not going to make it through to the semis, is really the message. There is Che Lara, 46.92 man this year. He'll be running blind. His personal best was last year, 46.4. In lane 7 for St Vincent and the Grenadines, he's actually the national 800 metres champion this year. Desroy Jordan, the 21-year-old, best of 47.76 this year. In 6, Kalinga Kumaraj of Sri Lanka, 3 times their champion and the reigning champion, set his personal best actually, but back on the 23rd of April. He hasn't raced since the middle of June. In 5, the very experienced Australian Steve Solomon, 8th in the Olympic Games in London 2012. Remember that, 10 years ago now. A semi-finalist in Tokyo last year, and he holds the Australian record for 400 indoors at 45.4. Good athlete. There's Anthony Cox of Jamaica. Had COVID in Eugene, but was able to compete in the heats of the 4x400 for his nation. Came 3rd in the Jamaican Championships earlier on this summer. There's Obedia Timbaki of Vanuatu. Went out in his heat of the World Championships, the 19-year-old, best of 52.85 this year, and that is his lifetime best. And then in 2 is Ivan Danny Gelden Hayes of Namibia, 21 in a few days' time. The South African semi-finalist in the African Championships in Mauritius back in early June, but he hasn't raced either since early June, the 20-year-old Gelden Hayes. 46.4 his best this year. Remember, the first 3 go through by right, so he'll be right on the cusp of it. Will Ivan Danny Gelden Hayes.
On your marks.
Reigning champion is Makwala. He's up Makwala of Botswana. Indeed, his teammate Babaloki Thebe took out the silver on the Gold Coast back in 2018. So the first heat of 7 then in the men's 400 metres. Gelden Hayes in 2, Timbaki of Vanuatu in 3, Cox of Jamaica 4, Solomon of Australia in 5, the Sri Lankan Kumaraj in 6, Jordan of St Vincent and the Grenadines in 7, and Lara, Trinidad and Tobago in lane 8.
Set.
Well, qualifying from this should be a formality for an athlete of the calibre of Steve Solomon of Australia, but he'll want a solid run. He's in 5 there, right in the centre in the yellow with the greenish shorts, 4th from left at the moment, moving well down the back straight. And actually quickest away is Kumaraj of Sri Lanka, really quick through the first 200 in that blue strip. He's a 45.8 performer this year, but he leads at the moment by quite some margin. Solomon going okay right in the centre. Inside him, the Jamaican vest of Anthony Cox is moving well around the second bend as they come into the straight. Kumaraj has given 101% through the first 300. Now he's chased down by the big figure of Cox, the Jamaican, who looks very strong for the last 50. Solomon follows him through, and he's under real pressure here for 3rd place, and I think he just loses out there to Gelden Hayes from Namibia, who gets 3rd spot. It is the first 3, remember, who go through by right. And I think, despite giving everything for the first 380, it was nearly enough. Kumaraj of Sri Lanka might just have got run out of it. It was very tight at the line. No doubting the strong finish and fine form of Anthony Cox. Maybe a little bit frustrated after not being able to give his all in Eugene a couple of weeks back because of COVID, but he wins in 45.51. That is only a couple of clicks outside his lifetime best from earlier on this season. And Steve Solomon, 45.98, a solid second for Australia. And it was even Danny Geldenhuys of Namibia who took third place, 46.51. Kumaraj will have to wait and see, but 46.53, I'm not sure it'll be quick enough. Desroy Jordan of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, a personal best for him. Significant leap forward, 47.29.
I was absolutely willing the Sri Lankan third from the left here as we look at it to get himself home in the top three. It was a really bold piece of running because he knew the likes of Cox of Jamaica and Solomon, who seems to have been around for a lifetime, made the Olympic final, must have been a teenager then back in 2012. The Sri Lanka knew that they would be coming and closing and that he'd start wading through treacle towards the back end of the race. Geldenhuys did really well to come through in lane 2. Good running by Cox, just off the podium in the World Youth a few years ago. So unlucky to get COVID in Eugene and not be able to perform at his best. It's a good run by Solomon there, and Geldenhuys out-dipping Kumaraj. So the Sri Lankan will have to wait to see whether he can claim one of the 3 non-automatic spots. But remember, that's 3 non-automatic spots from 7 heats. Good running by Cox, third in the Jamaican national champs. Just to make it as any level of international in a Jamaican sprint event shows you the calibre of the man we've just been watching, just off the podium in the World Youth, and he'll be absolutely determined to remind everybody what he could have produced in Eugene had COVID not brought his aspirations at the Worlds to a premature end.
Well, there it is. You can see the fine form of Anthony Cox. Bottom of picture. Working hard with the arms there. And that is very nearly a lifetime best. And I think there's considerably more to come from the 21-year-old. Solomon of Australia in the dark glasses. Moving well, and you can see the effort from even Danny Geldenhuys. Here he is with about 40 to go. He's way back in 4th, but he keeps battling away. Kumaraj by far the smallest of the 4-inch shot, just tying up the stride length going, the knees not coming up over the final meters, and he just gets out dipped by the Namibian, giving himself an early 21st birthday present in effect. There it is. Anthony Cox wins for Jamaica, 45.51. A lovely big capital Q beside his name. Steve Solomon likewise for Australia in 2nd place, and Geldenhuys of Namibia taking that precious 3rd spot by 2 100ths of a second of Kalinga Hua Kumaraj.
Wow, thank you for staying tuned to this channel. Welcome back and have a seat. The credit of this video goes to the original creator of the video. Now, the first major highlights comes from the Carifta Games Under-17 Boys 400 meters final, where Nikikoy Bramwell produced one of the most memorable performances of the competition. Entering the race, expectations were already high, but few expected him to rewrite history in such spectacular fashion. What made the victory even more remarkable was the fact that Bramwell was dealing with a hamstring injury. Instead of allowing the setback to define his performance, he displayed incredible determination, discipline, and confidence. Throughout the race, he maintained excellent form and composure, gradually separating himself from the rest of the field. As he approached the finish line, history was made. Bramwell crossed the line in under 47 seconds, breaking Usain Bolt's long-standing Carifta Championship record that had stood for more than 2 decades. It was more than just another gold medal. It was a statement that Jamaica's pipeline of talent remains among the strongest in the world. The performance immediately sparkled excitement across the athletic community. Many observers praised not only his speed but also his maturity under pressure. Competing through injury while delivering a record-breaking run is something rarely seen from an athlete so young. The video then shifts its focus to another rising Jamaican star, Anthony Coates. During the men's 400 meters heat, unlike Bramwell's explosive performance, Coates' races was a masterclass in patience, race management, and tactical intelligence. Rather than attacking the race from the opening meters, Coates remained relaxed and controlled. He carefully measured his opponents, conserved his energy, and waited for exactly the right moment to make his move. The commentator compared his approach to that of a chess player, thinking several moves ahead instead of reacting emotionally. As the race entered the final stretch, Coates gradually increased his pace, while several competitors began to tire. His powerful finishing kick allowed him to take control and comfortably secure victory. It was a performance built on experience, confidence, and excellent race execution rather than pure speed alone. The commentary also highlights the personal challenges Coates has overcome. Recovering from COVID-19 and returning to a light competition required tremendous resilience and dedication. His successful comeback serves as a reminder that greatness is often built through perseverance as much as talent. Together, these two performances tell a much larger story about Jamaican athletics. The country continues to develop athletes who are technically skilled, mentally strong, and capable of performing on the biggest stages. Jamaica's success is not based on one superstar generation but on a system that consistently develops world-class competitors. A major reason for this success is the country's highly competitive school athletics structure. Young athletes are exposed to high-pressure competition from an early age, forcing them to improve every season. This environment develops not only speed and endurance but also confidence, discipline, and championship mentality. The video urges that Jamaica does not simply replace legends like Usain Bolt. Instead, every generation creates its own identity while building upon the foundation left by those who came before. Athletes such as Nikki Coy, Bramwell, and Anthony Coates represent the beginning of another exciting chapter in the Jamaica's remarkable athletic story. If these performances are any indication, the future of Jamaican track and field looks exceptionally bright. With talented young athletes continuing to emerge, the country appears well positioned to remain a global powerhouse for many years to come. In conclusion, Nikki Coy Bramwell's historic record breaking Ren and Anthony Coates' intelligent, resilient performance proved that Jamaica's production line of elite athletics is still thriving. Their determination, discipline, and championship mindset show why Jamaica continues to inspire the athletics world and why fans should be excited about what comes next. What do you think? Could Nikki Coy Bramwell and Anthony Coates become Jamaica's next global stars? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so that you never miss our latest track and field. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video. Have a nice time. Thank you.